Hello everyone, welcome back to Mix TV mixing and mastering tutorials on YouTube. I'm your host David and I hope you're having a great day. After seeing the new features, all the modules and the overview of Izotope Nectar 3, the new vocal processor, in this video we're gonna see how to quickly and easily mix pop rock male vocals with Izotope Nectar 3 using all its new functions and the vocal assistant. So for this example, I'm gonna use this song by Down to Ground. This is a mix I've done for Virgin Radio for the band Down to Ground. It's called Christmas Lights, and I happen to have the instrumental stem and the raw vocal. We're gonna listen to the mixed instrumental with the vocals with no processing at all, and then we'll mix it with Nectar 3. Raw vocals on mixed instrumental.
It's gonna snow, maybe right on time. So I will take my car and drive. Wanna come for a ride, driving through these Christmas lights. I will turn up the stereo and gonna listen to my favorite radio. My favorite radio. Turn up the radio. I wanna listen to Virgin Radio. To Virgin Radio. Let's go.
So the singer from Down to Ground already has an amazing vocals, is an amazing vocalist and singer, so he's very consistent with dynamics, is in tune, is a talent. But nonetheless, this is a raw vocal, so the first thing we are going to do with this is to open Nectar 3 and start our vocal assistant. We press next, and we will leave vibes at modern and intensity at moderate. We'll click next. Nectar 3 is asking for the audio, so we're gonna play it, and you will see it analyze it and applying processing.
It's gonna snow, maybe right on time. So I will take my car and drive. Wanna come for a ride, driving through these Christmas lights. I will turn up the stereo and gonna listen to my favorite radio. My favorite radio. Turn up the radio. I wanna listen to Virgin Radio.
Okay, Nectar 3 is done, so we accept, and let's just hear with and without right off the bat, without changing anything. So this is without.
So I will take my car and drive. Wanna come for a ride, driving through these Christmas lights. I will turn up the stereo and gonna listen to my favorite radio. My favorite radio. Turn up the radio. I wanna listen to Virgin Radio. To Virgin Radio.
So right off the bat, you can hear this processor is very impressive. It took a good sounding raw vocal track to a pretty much radio ready vocals. And it's funny because this mix was for Virgin Radio. But as you can see, it picked some modules, some processing, and it gave us some suggestions, which happened to sound really good. And the vocal assistant was something I had to change my mind about it. After taking a first look at it, I was like, maybe for a quick demo or something like that. No, this actually works very well. It brings the vocals pretty much 60% of a finished mix, if not more. And with just few tweaks, as we will see in a minute, you're pretty much set up. Let's take a look at what modules Nectar 3 picked for us for this vocal and what did it do. The first one is pitch correction, which is not active by default, as you can see. Now, this singer does not need tuning, but in case we would need tuning, this is powered by Melodyne. So it's high-end pitch correction, is industry standard pitch correction.
So I will take my car and drive. Wanna come for a ride, driving through this Christmas.
Okay, so we could activate that and tweak it to our taste, but we don't need that. The second one is gate, which is not active by default. Again, I like this very much because gate, if it's too high, can cut words, can cut nice breaths and something like that. So the fact that it's not active by default is something that I really like. If we need it, we activate it. You can see here. So the next one is the static EQ. Again,
so I will take my car and drive. Wanna come for a ride, driving through this Christmas light.
You can see this here, this frequency at 168, so perfect. You know, it caught the resonant peak frequency here and is stemming it by 2 dB. The processing is not even invasive.
So I will take my car and drive. Wanna come for a ride, driving through this Christmas light.
We have the nasal frequency here around 1K.
So I will take my car and drive.
Again, another 2 dB. You can see the processing is very subtle. I love this one. And the vocals sound a lot better just with these little cuts. And you can see it's all cuts. It's all subtractive EQ. Very smart. Let's see the de-esser's next model.
So I will take my car and drive. Wanna come for a ride, driving through this Christmas light.
Without.
So I will take my car and drive. Wanna come for a ride, driving through this Christmas.
Again, the frequency selection is perfect. I would take the threshold a little higher.
So I will take my car and drive. Wanna come for a ride, driving through this.
Okay, to leave more air, but this is it, setting the threshold to where we like it, to our taste. The second one is the dynamic EQ. This is probably the part that sold me Nectar 3, especially the vocal assistant, when I saw that in the automatic processing is applying dynamic EQ. Let's take a look at it.
So I will take my car and drive. Wanna come for a ride, driving through this Christmas light. I will turn up the stereo and gonna listen to my favorite radio.
You can see vocal assistant set this dynamic EQ locked to the frequency, and the frequency is 60 hertz, so it's not that high. It's not high passing too much, and is 12 dB slope, so it's very gentle. This is exactly what I would have done with this vocal. This vocalist has a big, powerful vocal. We want to preserve that bottom end because it sounds good, it sounds warm, but sometimes it gets too much, especially when it goes low. With this dynamic flat high pass, we take care of that, and it did it on its own. It's pretty impressive. Then we have a shelf of just 1 dB here, 130, and then all the other static frequencies. Like this one, for example, I could use a little less, but it's just to be anal.
So I will take my car and drive. Wanna come for a ride, driving through this Christmas.
Again, this is AI being really intelligent for one. It's one of the few times that I see something like that working this well. The only thing that I would do here would be probably to add another bell, and instead of lock in dynamic mode and instead of locking into the frequency, I will go with the usual dynamic EQ setting and just use the threshold.
So I will take my car and drive. Wanna come for a ride, driving through this Christmas light. I will turn up the stereo and gonna listen to my favorite.
I would move this low pass here.
So I will take my car and drive. Wanna come for a ride, driving through this Christmas light.
And just catch a little more S's so I can boost the high shelf a little more.
So I will take my car and drive. Wanna come for a ride, driving through this Christmas.
Again, without.
So I will take my car and drive. Wanna come for a ride, driving through this Christmas light. I will turn up the stereo.
You can see even the fifth and the third band, they are just centered around those two resonant peaks.
So I will take my car and drive. Wanna come for a ride, driving through this Christmas.
The analysis and the auto processing works amazingly. The next module is the compressor. Now, from what I hear is a little too much on these vocals, but let's take a look. It's using solid state out of digital vintage and optical options, and let's see.
So I will take my car and drive. Wanna come for a ride, driving through this Christmas light. I will turn up the stereo and gonna listen to my favorite radio.
To be honest, it sounds good. I would just go a little lower with the threshold and be around 6.
So I will take my car and drive. Wanna come for a ride, driving through this Christmas light. I will turn up the stereo and gonna listen to.
You can hear just changing from peak to RMS. RMS is a lot less aggressive, is a lot more tame, but for this vocal I like peak. I like to hear the release, which is set fairly slow, and I like it, but I like to hear the release working. Let's try just to see how they sound the other compressor digital.
So I will take my car and drive. Wanna come for.
Not a fan of it.
So I will take my car and drive. Wanna come for a ride, driving through this Christmas light. I will turn up the stereo and gonna listen to my favorite.
Okay, the digital is very transparent. I don't like it for this vocal, but it's just this vocal. The solid state is actually sounding pretty good. Vintage.
So I will take my car and drive. Wanna come for a ride, driving through this Christmas light. I will turn up the stereo and gonna listen to my favorite radio. My favorite radio.
Vintage is really good for this vocal. If I want a modern sound, I would still leave the solid state, but the vintage works really good. It's nice. It could work too, maybe for another track, but maybe for this one too. But in this case, I like solid state better. Optical.
I will turn up the stereo and gonna listen to my favorite radio. My favorite.
Again, not for this track, is a little too pillowy, but the fact that they are so different one another, it's something that I really like. So we leave it solid state peak and we lower the threshold a little bit from the automatic settings. Let's take a look at the reverb. Again, I see something that I like is already band passed.
I will turn up the stereo and gonna listen to my favorite radio. My favorite radio.
And again, this reverb, sorry, but it sounds just right, just good. It's so simple. Let's hear how the saturation sounds.
I will turn up the stereo and gonna listen to my favorite radio. My favorite radio.
Okay, I turned the decay up so we could hear the tail. It sounds, again, really nice. It's not too harsh, it's not too distorted, it's just a little bit of saturation. I don't know if for this track I would use it, but yeah, let's add some. And I would add some pre-delay, not much. Let's say about 162.
I will turn up the stereo and gonna listen to my favorite radio. My favorite radio. Turn up the radio. I wanna listen to Virgin Radio.
Put the level right now.
I will turn up the stereo and gonna listen to my favorite radio. My favorite radio.
Without.
I will turn up the stereo and gonna listen to my favorite radio. My favorite radio.
I like this reverb to be a little brighter. It's a Christmas song. I want some air. It fits. But let's try some other module that we have here. We have saturation now. This is another module that sold me Nectar 3 because the saturation algorithms comes from Izotope Nectar, which you know is one of my favorite saturators of all time. So I cannot not like this one. Let me hear how it sounds. As you can see, I put it before the reverb because I don't want to saturate the reverb and the tail. I want to saturate the vocals before hitting the verb, so you can see you can swap modules that easily. Let's hear how this saturation sound. I will bypass the reverb for now.
I will turn up the stereo and gonna listen to my favorite radio. My favorite radio.
Nice.
I will turn up the stereo. I'm gonna listen to my favorite radio. My favorite radio. Turn up the radio. I wanna listen to Virgin Radio.
Nice. And of course, I'm putting in a 100% to make it super obvious. We wouldn't use that in that way. But something that I like, they are, again, subtly different from one another, unless you go from decimate or distort, which are complete distortion. But still, it's not that kind of distortion that is just smashed and you cannot hear anything. And we are 100% and with a 100% amount. And also we have a band here to adjust the high end just in case it gets too bright. This is not the case maybe with the female vocals. We will see in another video. I will do how to mix female pop rock vocals with Nectar 3. But for now, I like this one, to be honest.
I will turn up the stereo. I'm gonna listen to my favorite radio. My favorite radio. Turn up the radio. I wanna listen to Virgin Radio.
Analog is nice, tube is nice.
I will turn up the stereo. I'm gonna listen to my favorite radio. My favorite radio.
Probably go with the 2, but 50%. I will not tame the high end because it's not too bright. I'll just be conservative with the mix.
I will turn up the stereo. I'm gonna listen to my favorite radio. My favorite radio. Turn up.
Okay, that's good. Let me adjust. Actually, no, I wanted to adjust the EQ, but let's add the reverb first.
I will turn up the stereo. I'm gonna listen to my favorite radio.
That's good. It adds the air that I was missing. So the next thing that I want to do is to add the delay, and the delay is interesting because it had several modes as well. We have digital, tape, analog, grunge, and echo. So let's listen to it.
I will turn up the stereo. I'm gonna listen to my.
Now this is fun. Digital is not transparent, it's actually a bit crusher delay. I didn't know that. That is pretty cool. Not for this track, but this is pretty cool.
I will turn up the stereo. I'm gonna listen to my favorite.
Then let me try the other one, tape.
I will turn up the stereo. I'm gonna listen to my favorite.
Damn, it sounds nice. They sound really, really nice. And not only the tone and the saturation changes, but also the decay changes, how the delays, the various delays, decay change. This is impressive. What can I say? Even the delay by itself. Like the echo, so vintagey. For this one, I prefer the tape, and I will just tame the low end. I think we're there. I like the modulates a little bit. Good. And you know what? We're gonna automate this delay and really make this track radio ready. Let's activate the automation. Oh, it's already activated. There we go. Let's start from the verse.
We're getting close to Christmas time. It's gonna snow, maybe right on time. So I won't take my car and drive. Wanna come for a ride, driving through this Christmas light. I will turn up the stereo.
change the automation a little bit because it's not easy with the mouse and I'm doing it on the fly. The spike here was too high too, but just few moves on the automation and we have it.
I wanna listen to Virgin Radio, to Virgin Radio.
There you go. The automation was pretty much the last touch, and let's hear this vocal with and without.
We're getting close to Christmas time. It's gonna snow, maybe right on time. So I will take my car and drive, wanna come for a ride, driving through this Christmas light. I will turn up the stereo and gonna listen to my favorite radio, my favorite radio. Turn up the radio, I wanna listen to Virgin Radio, to Virgin Radio.
So it's pretty impressive. As you can hear, I just had to fire up the vocal assistant, which gave me a bunch of modules, some suggested settings, and I adjusted few things really, and this vocal sounds pretty good. And notice that we have the auto level mode on, which is something Vocal Assistant turned on. It adjusts the level of the vocals before the processing. We can try to disable this and keep all the modules and see how it sounds.
And drive, wanna come for a ride, driving through this Christmas light. I will turn up the stereo and gonna listen to my favorite radio, my favorite radio.
It's a little more in your face with the ALM on. I like it for this track, even though the singer is very, very consistent with the dynamic. What can I say? This processor is really impressive. Like I said in the overview of this plugin, it makes mixing vocals easier, faster. You can be more creative. You can obviously add effects and multiple vocals. This does not substitute a professional mix engineer, but it gives you, first of all, is a really good learning tool because you can see all the frequencies, all the nodes, and they are very accurate. This is my experience so far. So you can see where are the resonant peaks and everything and how much. You can see 2 dB, 1 dB. This is the kind of EQ that we have on this vocal, and granted this is an amazing singer, recorded really well, but still is a great learning tool and is a great processor because you really have all the processing you can possibly need for vocals here. Overall, I think this is a one-stop shop plugin for vocals. If you guys like this video, if it was useful, please hit the like button. Any question, write it in the comment down below, and if you want to get Nectar 3 at a discount price, at the best price around, links are in the info box down below. Follow us on Instagram and Facebook. In there I almost daily give quick tips, blogs, my first impressions on plugins, on what's going on, new videos, updates, and everything regarding the channel. Thank you for watching. Subscribe if you haven't already. See you next time.